So today, instead of just going out and choosing at random some plant that I find cool, I kind of had an idea of some really cool plants that I thought, let's talk about those guys. So today I want to show you some tropical palms that are miniature and dwarf tropical palms. So like I said, they are miniature and dwarf, although some I know how big they get. Others could get a lot larger than I'm growing. They could just be young plants, although most of them are several years old. That being said, let's check them out. So the first ones are these Pinanga species. So there's Pinanga veitchii, which is this guy. And I have another one here, it's a little bit bigger. So I really like the dark, kind of coppery mottled leaves on these. Just a very neat plant. So that's Pinanga veitchii. This larger one, Pinanga disticha. Again, similar shaped leaves. I like the modeling. All right. And this one, that's about maybe 3 feet tall. And this is one that I think might get quite a bit bigger. I have not looked it up to see how large they get. But this plant is probably 4 years old or so. So I would imagine it's not going to get too much bigger. So again, that's Pinanga disticha. So this one came in as Jungle Palm Borneo, not Pinanga. So this supposedly is not Pinanga. Sure looks like it, but it looks almost identical to that big one over there. And, well, here we go. So if you look at that leaf, splitting, and then you look at this guy, that looks pretty much the same. Although, you know, there's so many plants that look very similar or identical that are, you know, for whatever, not the same. A lot of times you can tell, you have to wait till they flower to see the difference. Like if you're talking about orchids, if you look at bulbophyllum, I mean, a small bulbophyllum, they all look the same until they flower. And so a lot of times if you get a plant that doesn't have a label, you have to wait for it to flower to actually know what the heck it is. So again, this is Pinanga that's not, supposedly not, not a palm that's not Pinanga. So either this one's mislabeled or that one's mislabeled, or it's the plant kingdom giving you the middle finger, saying we do what we want to do. All right. So now this guy is one of my favorites, is Licuala Mapu. I'll put the description up there. But just great mottled camouflage, I guess, foliage. And I know this one definitely stays really fairly small. This plant's probably 4 or 5 years old. Well, maybe not that old, but I've seen larger ones, and they really don't get much taller than this, at least the ones I've seen. Again, just great mottled foliage. And now, like I say, I'm a sucker for blue leaves, I'm a sucker for blue flowers, and this, not blue, but dark. So blue and dark, any dark, really dark black leafed stuff I really enjoy. So this is Draconpygium Guna Yala. So it's a Draconpygium species that is from the Guna Yala. I believe that's in Panama. And I'm hoping the colors come through, but it's very, very dark leaves. This is about as big as they get, right? And they're found on the banks of little streams. So they live, their roots are always wet. And anyway, I just really, really like this plant. Nice, what would you call that? Pleated leaves. And I have quite a few of these I grew. So when I bought this, the guy sent me some seeds, which was very nice. And or seedling. They were tiny, tiny, tiny. And I managed to grow quite a few of them. I had a few in terrariums with dart frogs, and then my mister clogged up and dried the tank out and killed the plant. So this is again another Draconpygium Guna Yala. Just stunning foliage on that guy. That's actually, you can see the flower. If I can get in there. So that's the seed pod. So it flowers, they're white frilly, and then they explode and all these little black seeds go everywhere. And I haven't quite figured out how to capture them and to be able to sow the seeds. And here's another one. Like I say, they take, their feet can be very wet. And I grow them, this one is in a mixture of that fluval stratum and some little clay pellets. It's actually stuff that they use on baseball fields. I forget what the name of it is. And then this one is just in straight small baked clay pellets. And they seem to do very well in that. So I believe that is all of the mini palms that I have, tropical palms. So thanks for watching. As always, like and subscribe if you like this kind of stuff. It'll keep me from having to go work at Starbucks, because nobody wants to see me working at Starbucks. Mostly me, but anyway, have a good day.